Hello everybody, and welcome to this video. Actually, this is probably one of the easiest videos for me to do. It's just a little bit of a talk about why I wanted to do another mascot Pokemon. And so I'm just gonna talk in this video, so if you don't want to listen to that, I suggest go watching one of my normal lock videos, or one of my earlier Nuzlocke playthroughs, or one of my earlier playthroughs, or maybe some of my top 5s, top 10s, stuff like that. I'll put some annotations at the end of this video, so if you want to skip the last 20 seconds and look at that. I plan on doing some more of the others of non-playthrough videos coming up this weekend and this week, so keep an eye out for that. But what I really want to talk to you about is this channel and my mascot Charizard. So for those of you who obviously are watching this video and have seen some of my other content, I love Charizard. Charizard's my favorite Pokemon by far, and I recently thought about like the last couple days adding a new mascot to help Charizard with this channel, because a lot of people don't really like Charizard for reasons, because it kind of sucks when you're battling with it if you have rock types. Yeah, but Charizard, I really like. It's a cool looking Pokemon, and I fell in love with it. It was my first Pokemon, and I watched a video that I'm gonna put in the description. Well, I'm gonna annotate on the screen. About Mystic Umbreon and his top 5 friendship evolutions. And if you know Mystic Umbreon in his channel, obviously his name's Mystic and his mascot is Umbreon, so that's the channel name. So his number 1 was an Umbreon, and he talked about how Umbreon helped him get through rough times as a kid, and he does it better in his video, so I'm just gonna let you look at that later on. But the overall meaning was that I took away from it was your favorite Pokemon is your favorite Pokemon for a reason, and that is true. And they have helped us through so many things, through our adventures playing the games and through our actual lives, by just being there if we needed to use them and to let something out, and we would play the games and have them on our teams. So Charizard does that for me. And what really got me into the game is I was going on a trip to some family when Fire Red came out, and I hadn't got a Game Boy yet, but my brother had one of the original Game Boys, and I got an SP, and so did my sister. We were bored on the way there, so my parents stopped. We were shopping, and I got a Game Boy and Fire Red as my first Game Boy game and my first Pokemon game. And so I started playing it instantly once we got into the car, and I couldn't figure out how to do anything because I was a young kid, probably like 7 or 8, something like that. And I saw Charmander, and I'm like, this is so cool, I want a Charmander. I picked up Charmander, and man, I fell in love with Charmander right from the beginning. Yeah, battling Gary was hard, even though I think I did win the first time because I just spammed Scratch. But we won, and I really knew that Charmander had something special about it that just no other Pokemon really got. So when I'm playing through Fire Red, I thought that maybe I'd teach Charmander everything. I taught him all the HMs, and I learned that was a mistake. So I had to go back and redo it again without teaching the HMs. Never want to teach a Charizard any HMs. I never want to teach it Fly or Strength or Rock Smash, because I think that takes away from what Charizard really can do. I think HMs in general just take away from what Pokemon can do, unless they don't have a normal type, don't have a good stab move, so you can throw Strength on it or Cut or something like that. But Charmander really holds something special for me, just because it was my first Pokemon, and we all remember choosing our first Pokemon and how special it was to have that Pokemon. be like, we're getting ready to start an actual Pokemon game and playing through with this Pokemon by our side the entire time. And I'll never forget picking that Charmander the first time I played. That Charmander was really special and really great, and I used it in every gym battle, even though it was terrible against Brock and Misty. And then I think I had a Charizard by the time I got the Surge, so it was bad there too. It did really good in the grass one. I used it everywhere. I used this, like, it's pretty much solo locked into using Charmander and its evolution lines. So I learned that's not how you play a game, but because that's how I played it the first time and no one told me any different, I didn't pay attention to the NPC that says, oh, you need to have a balanced team and that's the key to winning. I just had a Charizard that could kill everybody, and I loved it. So it really holds a high place on my list, and I realized that I don't have another Pokemon that I share that kind of bond with. Like, yeah, I liked Lucario when it first came out. Yeah, I liked Gallade when it first came out. I liked a lot of different Pokemon when they first came out. And I played with them while I was going through my journeys, and it just... something always reminds me of that no one can replace Charizard. And adding another Mascot to my team would be sort of like replacing Charizard. So I can't do that to my friend and my Charizard that was my first Pokemon. My Charizard was the first Pokemon I got to level 100 and is still the only Pokemon I got to level 100 because I actually trained it that hard. So having a Charizard and having a Pokemon, well, having a Pokemon like that for you is the real reason why these games are so great, because they form bonds with things. Well, yeah, they're animated creatures that you never get to see in real life, but they hold something to you because they're your childhood. They help you through the tough times. They help you get through anything you're going through. They make you happy. They make you smile. You go through and battle with them, win or lose, they're still your friend. They're going to pick you up in the next game, and they're going to pick you up, and you're both going to help each other grow. And as you train your Pokemon grows, you as a person grow, making a connection with this Pokemon and realizing that hard work and dedication to something does make a difference, no matter what that thing is. And in my case, it was a Charizard. And you see in the anime, everyone's like, why does Ash still have a Pikachu? Why does Pikachu stay around so much? Yeah, it's a mascot Pokemon of Pokemon, but it's also Ash's mascot Pokemon. It was Ash's first Pokemon. He has connections with that Pikachu that he will never get rid of it, because it's such a vital member of his team. And it's such a vital member of his Pokemon journey, because why do you want to go through life or a journey through a game without your best friend? That just makes no sense. Well, that makes no sense to me. If you can do it in real life, more power to you. You have no heart. Sorry. Didn't mean to like bash you or anything, but it just makes it playing Pokemon so much better, in my opinion. Just to have that Pokemon you can rely on, and that Pokemon that you're like, oh, I have nothing else to defeat this with. I'm down to my last Pokemon. And you throw out your ace, which is your partner that you've had through all of the times. Good and bad. Hard and easy. Times where you wanted to give up, and times where you wanted to succeed. This Pokemon is more to me than just a Pokemon. It's a friend. It's a escape from the real world, and it lets me relive childhood. So for those of you who don't like Charizard, keep your opinions to yourself. Around me, at least, or other people who like this Pokemon, because we don't go around bashing your Pokemon just because it's not the best competitively, or it's not the coolest looking Pokemon, or it's not this, or it's not that. It has a meaning to me. It has a meaning to us who love Charizard. And I'm sure you have a Pokemon like that you love as well. Remember your first starter, the one you chose. It could have been Squirtle, it could have been Bulbasaur, it could have been Chikorita, or Totodile, Cyndaquil, or Torchic, Mudkip, Trico, Piplup, Chimchar, Turtwig, Froakie, Chespin, Fennekin. It could have been anything. And you might not even like those Pokemon from away. Maybe there's another Pokemon that you just like that has a meaning for you. Like maybe you caught a shiny of that Pokemon and you really like it because it's a shiny form, and you kept that Pokemon because it meant something to you. Or maybe it was like your first shiny hunting and you actually caught one. Like that. Like, our Pokemon have meanings to us. And yes, they are animated creatures like I've said before. But they have a meaning. And they create us to have bonds with these games. And that's why we love them so much. Because they have our friends in them. And without our friends and without the Pokemon franchise, I'd have no idea where I would be, what I would be doing today. Like, this has helped me through so many things as a kid. And it's just a great release of the real world and letting me live my childhood over and over again. So that's why when I decided to quit playing Pokemon at one point, because I thought it wasn't cool, I didn't want to play TCG anymore, I didn't want to play any of the remakes or anything of any game, I realized that I was missing something, and I had to find it again. And playing Pokemon was that feeling. Yeah, other games that you get to play as characters, so you get to do whatever you want as that character, but they don't hold as firm a relationship with you as being the trainer of these Pokemon that you've cared for and you have battled with your entire life. Playing through Pokemon, I mean, I can't express how much the series itself, the Pokemon series itself, and just this Pokemon Charizard means to me. There'll be nothing ever to replace Charizard in my career of Pokemon, because I just have that strong of a bond with it. And all you people who don't like it, of course, I've already told you to basically stay away and leave me alone, because I like Charizard and I don't care. But I encourage you all out there to take a moment and realize that you have a favorite Pokemon and you have a reason why it's your favorite Pokemon. Like, Charizard was my first Pokemon. Charmander was my first Pokemon. And getting a Charmeleon in Mount Moon, I remember that because it learned Metal Claw, and I thought Metal Claw was awesome because it was a Steel-type move. And then I got a Charizard later, and I really liked it. It was cool. It looked like a dragon, but it wasn't. But, you know, Pokemon screws up a lot when it's typing Pokemon, as we've seen in the past. But, that's all I really have to say for this video. So, I will not be choosing another mascot, because Charizard does what I need it to do. And that is be my friend, and be my companion, and be my partner. So I will not have another mascot Pokemon. And I will take down the post I did in Fletchling Tube. I will take down, and I will ignore your comments if you think I should have a different one, because Charizard has that special bond with me. So I thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through this, I'm sorry I went on a little rant, but I had to clear this up because I wanted to talk about my favorite Pokemon, Charizard. I encourage you to leave a comment in the comments below about your favorite Pokemon and why they mean so much to you. I'd love to hear your stories and maybe give me more of an appreciation for that Pokemon. I hope this gave you just a little bit more of an appreciation for Charizard, or maybe just an appreciation for people who have a different favorite Pokemon than you that you think is garbage, but really to them it's like their world and it's their friend and it's their favorite Pokemon for whatever reason it may be. So make sure you leave those comments in the section below. Also, like this video if you enjoyed watching it and enjoyed me going on a rant about how much I love Charizard. And subscribe to my channel for more content. I can't say it's going to be content like this because I really don't just have a talk a lot of the time. So, it's more Pokemon content. I play throughs, top 10s, top 5s, theories occasionally. Sometimes I do talks about why things are a certain way in the games. Some satires going against Pokemon, but that's just for fun. And again, I'm gonna put up some annotations, so please check those out of all the different content I do, as well as the subscription tab. So feel free to click on that, as well as Mystic Umbreon's video, who is a great Pokemon YouTuber. Probably one of my favorites. Now he's getting up there with Ace Trainer Liam, just because he posts such great content out there, and I really enjoy his content, just because it's like realistic and it's personal, and that's why I like most of the YouTubers I watch, because they're personal and they throw their own lives into it. So make sure you do all that good stuff. And I'm Chaos Maid 006 with my partner Charizard. I'll see you in the next video.